Oh, always underrated in my mind just because I'm biased towards my brother. Great player, great all-around player.
The smoothest guy on the floor, on the court, I should say. He would go, be quiet, not say a word, and then score 12 straight points. He could slash, get to the hole, and do everything. He's what made us sophomores go.
Kevin, he was just sneaky, is the word to describe him. He would come just dribbling up all nonchalant. Next thing you know, he'd be flying down the lane and shooting it, or he would fake one way and go the other way.
This might be described before, but he is, I think if you take George the Iceman Gervin from the late 70s, early 80s, he was the Iceman, and combine him with Clyde Drexler, Kevin was probably the smoothest basketball player that I have seen out there.
He was very quiet. He didn't really get into it a lot unless you really started messing with him, but he was that one that you didn't want to push too much because as soon as he started pushing the right buttons, he'd start stepping up his game and he'd kick the shit out of you.
He was a decent, probably average shooter from the outside, but his specialty was getting the rebounds down low and putting them back up for points. Usually he'd come out of nowhere and grab the rebound and have it back up in the basket before you even knew what happened. So he was quick with a shot and
Great passer, and he had the hops and the ability to throw it down and dunk. He didn't shoot a lot. He was more of a passer. Yeah, and everyone that knows Kevin knows that. It's tough to get the guy to shoot. He always wanted a dish.
I mean, he is so smooth to the rim, whether if he was dunking it, if he was playing against the big men like Jared Bacher or Rob Veldy, for some reason, Kevin could work his way up and just throw it down, bring home the dunk right into Bacher's face or Rob Veldy's face. Or, I mean, the guy could come out of nowhere. It was just ridiculous how this guy played. He had such court awareness about where his teammates were at, where the ball was at, where the hoop was at. I mean, the guy had like 4D vision.
Yo, Bob Valley's all over it, and Baca, oh! And Jake Marcotte can't believe it.
Only thing I didn't like about my brother playing is he played too hard a defense. He shouldn't be playing that tough a defense out on the court. He was always looking to pick his, maybe it was just on me, I was always looking to pick my pocket, so I was like, hey, don't play such tough D on me, I can't get any dunks and whatnot.
very good ball player. Tough to play defense on him because he was pretty dominant out there.
He got every loose ball, talk trash, and then score. That's how Kevin Timm was.